on YouTube? It's your boy Greg, back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, we talk about fragrance related topics, so if there's something that you're interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload. Alright, so today I have another review for you guys, and it's from a house that I'm kinda somewhat familiar with, but not that much. I've smelled a few of their fragrances, and the house that I'm talking about is the house Initio. They have a lot of great fragrances. I've smelled a lot of them, but I haven't really spent that much time with them. But the fragrance that we're gonna talk about today, I have spent plenty of time with. I love it, and it was actually the first one that I bought from that particular house, and it's none other than Musk Therapy. Alright, so as usual, we're gonna go through the presentation. We're gonna go through the note breakdown. I'm gonna tell you what I'm actually getting from this fragrance. So here's the box that it comes in. It's actually a really nice presentation. It actually is a sleeve, so the actual box is under that. It's like a hard plastic or something like that. And then it kind of has this thing where, you know, the fragrance actually sits in there. Let me show you what I mean. It's supposed to sit in there just like this. So, you know, you could put it on your shelf. It'll be a nice little display. Really nice feature to their presentation. I really enjoy when fragrance houses do things like that. Now let's go ahead and talk about the bottle. It's very simple yet very nice. It's white gold. It's got like a gold plate with the actual name of the house and the fragrance right there. Then it has the usual gold plate at the front. Not all of the bottles are actually white like this from Initio. This is actually from the Heatness line. And you know, basically what you have is a white bottle with the gold plate. And I believe that the Rehab one, which is also basically identical to this one, just it has a silver plate. Now what these fragrances are meant to be is seductive, sexy, and they have the purest and natural ingredients that you can put in a fragrance. That's what they say on their website. Now I don't know how true that is, but I must tell you that with this fragrance, it definitely smells like high quality ingredients are in this thing. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and let you know what the note breakdown is, and then we're gonna dive into what this thing actually does for me. All right, so the note breakdown for this is white musk, black currant, bergamot, mandarin orange, white sandalwood, magnolia, and hedian. All right guys, so for me, I'll be honest with you, when I first smelled this fragrance, I really was not impressed. And that really was just because, you know, at first, it is a heavy dose of citrus. You know, it is the mandarin orange and the bergamot, but it does actually come off kind of grapefruity to me. And grapefruit is a note that I I'm not a big fan of it when it comes to fragrances. There are certain fragrances that I do enjoy that do have the grapefruit note, but a lot of fragrances I don't like that grapefruit note. So when I first smelled this, I really honestly thought it was gonna be like a grapefruit heavy type of fragrance, just super fresh, super clean, and just kind of thin, you know, not thick or creamy or anything like that, but I was so wrong. So like I said, when I first smelled this, I wasn't impressed. But I still had the scent strip, you know, from when I had left the store. And I just kept smelling it and smelling it just radiating from the scent strip. I'm like, man, like, that doesn't smell like what I first smelled. So I picked the strip up, smelled it again. I'm like, wow. So that mandarin orange turned to mandarin orange. You know, that grapefruitiness that I was getting kind of faded away, and it actually was like an actual authentic orange. But it was like a mouth-watering orange, man. I'm telling you, this fragrance up top, it's very musky, but it's very fruity, very mouth-watering. And then it has that sweetness, you know, it's like, it's a sweetness that's not like a gourmandish sweetness. It's not like a warm type of sweetness or anything like that. It's not even a balsamic sweetness. It's just like a nice mouth-watering orange, you know what I'm saying? But it does have a creaminess to it, almost kind of like maybe like vanilla, just like a touch of vanilla to kind of give it that white creaminess, if you know what I mean. I believe that white sandalwood is what's giving this fragrance that creaminess. I'm telling you, it's just so creamy, so smooth, you know, and that mandarin orange is so authentic. You know, once you get into the middle, that magnolia, you know, those white florals really start to, you know, make themselves well known. They're very present. And the thing I like about Musk Therapy is this: you know, from the top to the mid to the bottom, you can actually smell all of the fragrances but blend it very, very well. You're getting the musk, you're getting the fruitiness, you're getting that slight creaminess from that white sandalwood, and you're getting, you know, the floral vibes from those white florals. Like, that's what you're getting absolutely from top to bottom. It's not one of those fragrances where, you know, the fruitiness fades away and then, you know, the woodiness comes in and then, you know, the florals come in. It's kind of like everything just starts to melt together, and then you left with Musk therapy. And as I started to wear this, man, I'm telling you, I started to get into a nice relaxation mode. Like, I was just super calm, I was happy, I was just not bothered by anything. And I'm like, wow, like, that's crazy, because the name of the fragrance is Musk Therapy. Therapy is supposed to be something that's healing, you know what I'm saying? Therapeutic, you know, whether it's just physical or mental or spiritual, man. And I'm telling you, this fragrance actually does that for me. Like, when I smell this fragrance around me, when I'm wearing it, I really actually picture myself taking like a milk bath, and I'm just laying back, relaxing, you know, not worrying about anything that's gonna stress me out, that's gonna upset me, or anything like that. Like, that's what I'm getting with this fragrance. And, you know, when it comes to a fragrance, if it makes you feel good, like, that's already a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, it can smell good, but if it makes you feel good, which this does for me, I'm telling you, that's a 10 out of 10. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the performance. I must say that this thing is fresh. It is clean, right? But it lasts a long, long time. It actually projects very well. I'm getting at least 8 to 9, 10 plus hours on my skin. And if I put it on my clothes, it's gonna be there tomorrow and probably the next day if you don't wash that shirt, you know? I mean, every time I wear this fragrance, it just does it for me. You know, the performance is great, makes me feel good. It actually smells good. Now, the only thing I'll tell you I don't like about this fragrance is the price. This thing right here is very, very, very expensive. So, you know, it is something that can break the bank. I'm definitely going to leave the link down below so you can go ahead and check out that price for yourself, you know. And hey, I'm telling you, for me, I think it's worth it. I'm into fragrances. I love fragrances. So, you know, when it comes to something that's making me feel good, it's smelling good, and I'll actually wear it back to back. Yes, I wore this 3 days in a row, back to back to back. Something that I never do with fragrances. And it wasn't because I was trying to test it out for the video. It legit was because I enjoyed it so much. You know, like I said, it really just puts you in a calm, relaxing mood. And honestly, I don't care who you are. I think everybody could use some of that in their life. Everything just comes together and you're just hit with a nice, smooth, musky, mandarin orange, floral, creamy fragrance. That's basically what you're getting with this. This is something that I feel can definitely be worn any time of the year. Why? Because yes, it's fresh, but it does actually push heavy off of my skin. So I feel that you can wear it, you know, when it is cool outside, when it is warm outside, when it is hot outside. And, you know, I wouldn't say if it's like 20, 30 degrees outside, but I feel like, honestly, it still just might perform. But to be realistic, it is a fresh, clean fragrance. So it'll probably do its best when it's warmer outside. But for me, I love this fragrance so much that I'm going to be wearing it whenever I want to. I don't care if it's 2 degrees outside or 100 degrees outside. I'm going to be wearing this. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video. I hope I was able to give you guys enough information to actually go out there and test this out. Musk Therapy is a fragrance that you need to give a chance. Like I said, at first, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but I wasn't impressed. It just smelled like a fruity fragrance up top. But then as it starts to dry down, like I said, you know, that fruitiness, that creaminess, and that muskiness, and then those florals really just come together to make such a beautiful, great, seductive, sexy, relaxing fragrance. What I want you guys to do is go in that comment section and let me know if you've already smelled it, and if you have, let me know what you think about it. And if you haven't, please, please, please go out there and sample it, and then come back to this video and let me know what you think about it. All right, so if you liked the video, go ahead and give your boy a thumbs up, and that's it. Take care. Peace.